Good evening, everyone. My name is Tupac Court, double platinum senior vice president with Five Links. Thanks for logging on to tonight's Five Links business opportunity presentation webinar. Again, I'll start with my story as I always do every Monday night at 8 p.m. Thanks for taking time out of your respective schedules. We truly respect your time and we'll keep this short and to the point. But I'll start with my story. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. My family is originally from Haiti. I'm a first generation Haitian American, grew up very humble beginnings. And that landed my parents to start a family. They landed in East Flatbush, Brooklyn, New York, two-bedroom apartment. I'm the oldest of six children. There were actually three bunk beds in my room growing up. And of course, I'm the oldest. So of course, when it came time to attend college, I wanted to go out of state to go to college. And that landed me in Washington, D.C. I actually went to Howard University. And I started a business my freshman year doing parties and concerts. And that being said, it allowed me to be my own boss after college. Never had a 9 to 5, still to this day. But at the end of it all, I was basically caught in a vicious struggle, a cycle, if you will, of being as good financially as my last big event. Yes, I didn't have to answer to anyone. I was my own boss. But if I didn't have an event, I didn't get paid. And so I did that for close to 20 years. And I picked up my head tired one day and said, Lord, there has to be a better way. And I started to look for an opportunity. And he put it in my heart that you have to be looking in order to find. And so I started to look for an opportunity. And it led me to look at traditional businesses that we all value: the McDonald's, the IHOPs, the Quiznos, the Wendy's franchises, the Subway franchises. And I looked at those, but we didn't qualify. And when I say we, it was my brother and I. We tried to get the whole family involved, and nobody could pull the funds together because you needed at least $250,000 liquid capital to $2 million to open one location. So everything that we found that made sense, we couldn't afford to get involved with. And then so we started to look at things we could afford in terms of a different opportunity. We looked at direct sales, network marketing. None of those opportunities made sense to us. So we were caught in the middle there for a while until a good friend of mine by the name of Stan Richards handed me a magazine on September 28th, 2007. Yes, on the 28th of this month will be my 7th year anniversary in the business. And he done me a favor, saved me some money on my primary business for a Howard Homecoming event, and actually handed me a magazine, Your Business at Home magazine, talking about Five Links cover to cover. He was featured in the magazine and had just gotten to senior vice president and walked away from his full-time job that he earned six figures at, and basically said he ran a home-based business that allowed him to retire well ahead of schedule. And I basically said, okay, great, I'll take a look at it. I went home, read the magazine. It made a lot of sense. Again, I was looking. He handed me the opportunity I was looking for. And I followed up with a phone call after reading the magazine and reviewing the information. And I asked him, when's the next presentation? And I found myself in your seat. If you're seeing this for the first time this evening, I found myself in your seat reviewing this information that absolutely changed my life. And I got started that night, not knowing what would happen. I had no experience in telecom, energy, direct sales, anything of that nature, speaking in front of people. But within 10 months, I got to the same position that Stan Richards had been able to walk away from his job and earn six figures at home. That's a position called senior vice president. Within 2 years, I was matching my income of my business of 20 years, and I went full-time at that point. And at year 3, I hit platinum senior vice president. Now you can earn 7 figures in this opportunity at that level. And at year 5, I hit senior vice president a second time for my 6-year-old's trust fund. My daughter makes more income than some adults I know in her trust fund. It's just an incredible opportunity to put something in place that you can not only put yourself in a self-sustaining position financially, but advance the ball for the entire family. So that being said, I've been able to retire my mom, my wife, build an estate from scratch, and I'm a stay-at-home dad that can pay all the bills because of this incredible opportunity called Five Links. So that being said, let's get right into it. Let's talk a little bit about the company. The company is based on 5 principles. Those principles are vision, integrity, opportunity, freedom, and success. The company started in 2001, so we have over 13 years of operations under our belt. And at the helm of the organization is our CEO, Mr. Craig Jarabek, along with Jed Tyler and Jason Guck, who are VPs and co-founders as well. But under the watch of our CEO, Mr. Craig Jarabek, the company has found its way onto the Inc. 500 5,000 list for 9 straight consecutive years, year after year, which is incredible for any company to accomplish. And there's a 50,000 square foot world headquarters with over 300 employees that support our respective businesses as representatives in the field. And the representatives in the field come first because they understand that without us, there's no them. Therefore, we get a position first in terms of the hierarchy of importance in the opportunity, which is huge. Let's talk a little bit about having a plan B. Why would you add 5 links to your plate? I always tell people, hey, if your plate is full and your bank account is not, it's time to move something off your plate, add something that's working out here that could have unlimited income potential. And here's a few drivers. Some people just want freedom, time freedom, financial freedom. Some individuals just want to be their own boss. To be debt-free and celebrate zero debt one day is everyone's goal. Certainly an opportunity in addition to what you're doing on a part-time basis that can earn full-time income is strategic in achieving zero debt. To fund a child's college fund or to be able to give to a charity or to a church. My pastor says, if you give, you shall receive. And some people just simply want to make a little bit more money. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the marketplace in terms of what's going on out here. We have the NFL. We're in full NFL season as we speak, and it's a $9.5 billion industry. And then if you look at the movie industry, that's a $10.8 billion industry. You have music, which is a $16.6 billion industry. But the direct sales industry as a whole trumps all of them combined. If you combine all of these, you're around $37 billion. The direct sales industry is a $178 billion industry globally. I always like to ask, which team do you want to play for? Okay, so let's compare a little bit about corporate America and the Fortune 100 and 500 companies out there versus owning your business in 5 links. Well, we're all taught to, go out there, get a good education, get a great job with great benefits, and climb the corporate ladder. We're never told to be the CEO, the owner, the president. You might be lucky enough to get to VP if you spend more than 40 years with an organization. And the idea is you work 40 hours a week for 40 years, retire at 40% of your income, and live happily ever after. But something has changed since the good old days when that system was working for everyone. They removed the good old pension funds. So now people are investing in 401ks and having to have a lot more discipline in their financial savings practice. And so what's happening is cost of living is going up and the economy isn't doing well. So what's happening is a lot of people are finding themselves within 90 days of retiring having to go back to work, in particularly the baby boomers. So that being said, what we educate people to do is have a plan B in place, start a business. In this case, it's 5 links. And when you start at the top and you refer people to this business. This is a referral marketing strategy. So we also refer people in the corporate America structure. A good family member or a friend that's asking, hey, is there any job openings at your company? And you say, absolutely, I'll let you know. And then it happens. There's a vacancy and you call them up. You say, hey, come in and put in your application. I already put in a good word for you. So we build a company, but we never earn money. Why not use that same referral strategy to build your own business? And even if you refer 3 individuals and they did the same thing, you stopped at referring 3, but they referred 3 people. Well, guess what? 3 times 3 is 9 more individuals. 3 times 9 is 27 more. 3 times 27 is 81 more to 243 more to 729 more to 2187 more distributors. Can 2,100 people outproduce you by yourself? Absolutely. And so that being said, we're really, really excited about the prospect of starting a business and getting to at least the number 200 in terms of distributorship. And that's the number I fixated on because really what happened in 2007, we got a call from my mom who moved to Florida after she became an empty nester in New York because she's from the Caribbean. And it just all overnight, as soon as she had nobody to go home to in terms of her kids, it got too cold for her. So she moved to Florida. And then, of course, she got into real estate, and real estate was hit hard with the recession. And so we got a call. Hey, guys, it's been a little rough down here. I think we're getting ready to lose the house. And based on the income that you can earn with 200 distributors doing what they're supposed to do in this opportunity, we're about to go over the income that you can make. Well, I said, wow, well, this is something that we need to put in place for mom. So I didn't care if it took me 3 to 5 years to get to 200 distributors. I did it with the reason why, which was very strong, to support my mother. Okay. So that being said, it was an incredible opportunity. And let's just talk about timing and positioning of opportunities. There's different opportunities out here. There's the timeline that shows us trends of the past, where you had the PC industry, you had long distance, you had cellular, internet, voice over IP, video applications, all creating tons of wealth for individuals that were properly positioned. Well, the industries that are going to create the next wave of millionaires is energy, gas and electric, mobile marketing, which is basically showing a business how to stay in direct contact via mobile communication, text messaging with their clientele, healthcare, and also wellness. Okay, let's talk a little bit about opportunity in terms of the products that we offer. Okay, so we have 3 categories. There's products for the home that we offer with 5 links, and leading that category is energy. It's a $500 billion industry, and that money is shifting hands as we speak, and you can have a piece of the energy pie. There's also home security that we offer for homes. We have home phones, we have internet, we have TV through all the major providers. We have mobile cell phones on all the major platforms, Dish and Direct TV, and we also have ID Guard as services for that are structured for the home. We also have in category 2 products for your business. Leading that category is text alerts. Okay, mobile marketing is huge. It's a $48 billion industry in the United States alone, and you can actually try this service by texting 5 links to 5 links, the alphanumeric equation to 5 links. So if you actually spelled out 5 links on a pad on a phone, it would be 55469 as the number that you're texting. And then in the body of the text, you would put in 5 links, the number 5, LINX, and you'd hit send. And now you'd be opted in direct contact with the latest and greatest news that 5 links has to offer. Okay. In addition to text alerts, which is an incredible opportunity in itself, we also offer commercial energy. Okay. We have healthcare alternatives for businesses and their employees, commercial satellite TV, credit card payment solutions for online and offline businesses, business security to protect their brick and mortar when the owner is not on the premises, and of course, again, mobile marketing. Our third category is wellness, products in the wellness category. We launched a wellness initiative in January of 2014, just 9 months ago. Where did this year go? But at any rate, Enhanced Care MD leads this category. 44 million uninsured Americans drives this market, and we're actually showing them how to save time and money with Enhanced Care MD. $24.95 for an individual, $29.95 for a family under one roof. Can get in touch with the doctor within 30 minutes of an occurrence versus running to the ER in hopes of some diagnosis. Well, if the doctor that calls you within 30 minutes in your home can actually diagnose you, guess what? That doctor can write you a prescription, and if that prescription is actually picked up at the nearest pharmacy, which is a Walmart, which is a partner in the Enhanced Care MD network, you'll get a deep discount. So that is huge because 76% of the time people are not insured when they are insured, meaning after 5 o'clock on a weekday and on the weekends. And typically when something's wrong, you have to call in, make an appointment for your doctor, and wait at least 2 weeks to get seen. So this is a great service for a very low price. We also added Montevita Coffee, High Five Boost, High Five Edge, High Five Lean, High Five Challenge. And let's talk a little bit about all of those briefly. We led the wellness category with the launch of Montevita coffee. Okay, so very delicious coffee. As you see, the tag says, "Hello, my name is Delicious." And let me tell you, it's just an incredible way to launch because of the opportunity behind coffee. Little did I know when we launched coffee that, guess what? It's the second beverage consumed behind water in the world. In addition to that, it's the second traded commodity in the world behind oil. Okay, huge. And it's also in its own right $100+ billion industry. Our coffee, Montevita, has MCT oil in it, which assists with weight loss, appetite suppression, the absorption of essential nutrients. It also has Ramon seed extract, which has protein, fiber, minerals. It's a powerful antioxidant. And it also has vitamins A, B, C, and E, all in your daily cup of coffee. And you can take the coffee black and it still tastes great. No need to add harmful things like sugar and cream. Now, we also added the High Five inspired products, which is huge because it has to deal with it's a weight loss system, and is also a lean body system. And I could tell you personally, I lost 31 pounds in about 90 days on this High Five inspired products. And in the United States, I mean, in the world, sorry, the weight loss industry is a $571 billion industry globally. And over the next 2 years, analysts say it will be a $1 trillion industry. So it just made sense to participate in that revenue stream and launch wellness supplements. And let's just start with the High Five Boost supplement, which actually helps you control hunger. It actually gives you energy. I cannot go to my pre-boost life because now I can get up. I can take my daughter to school. I don't need a nap in the daytime because I run my business from home, and it was very easy to go upstairs and take a nap. I don't need that nap anymore. I can go pick up my daughter, run with her until she goes to sleep, to gymnastics and swimming and all of these different activities, and still have a very, I would say, overproductive day. And that's just an incredible thing to have. I can't live without my High Five Boost, and I'm burning more, okay, because I have more energy. Now, High Five Edge actually allows me to improve my endurance. I'm going to the gym every day. I feel better than ever before. And it also helps and assists with healthy aging, okay? And then High Five Lean is a meal replacement protein shake. It has 25 grams of protein in it, 5 grams of fiber, and it basically flushes your system. It's just an incredible system that allowed me to lose, I have a personal testimony of 31 pounds. And now for the big one. Chromadex has announced a large deal, its largest deal in history, $60 million agreement with a network company called 5 Links. And basically that covers the Niagen product and the pure energy that we have exclusive rights for in our industry. And Niagen is what is actually inside of the Edge product, okay, which supports the healthy aging and the weight management and gives you endurance and cognitive function, cardiovascular health. It actually has energy, it gives you energy levels, it gives you great performance, and protects against neurological diseases. That's huge, especially since the biggest age group right now in our community, they're getting a little older, you know, the baby boomers. So this is I believe just because we have an exclusive arrangement with Niagen and Chromadex alone, that this product by itself could take our business to $1 billion. How do the products and services, which make sense, of course, change our life financially? Okay, well, let's talk about compensation. Okay, remember I was telling you my story and how I had to be at the events that I was doing, and none of those events in the last 20 years that I've done, which are probably thousands, pay me anymore because it didn't pay residual income. Well, 5 Links was able to allow me to make money without being there, money in my sleep, passive residual income, and that's what changes your life financially. So let's talk about the compensation plan here. The first step you need to obtain in the hierarchy of growing into your business here is getting to executive trainer. Trainer. And once you get to become a qualified IMR, okay, and recruit a qualified business partner, which is what that means, the company pays you $50 right away within 10 days, okay? In addition to that, if you get one more partner and achieve at least 15 customer points, the company will pay you a $1,200 bonus. So that's a total of $1,250. Now, that's huge in terms of how much you've actually paid to get going in the opportunity versus your return. That's incredible. You just have to maintain your executive trainer position, and the company will pay you over time this $1,200. In fact, we have a webinar that's going to discuss that coming up next. Okay. So that being said, let's talk about how the residual income actually works. Now that you've become profitable in your business, just simply by showing two people how to get involved and showing everyone how to get a few customers. We're not asking people to go out there and get tens of thousands of customers. Get to 25, okay, ultimately. And if you can get to 20 customers, things can really grow exponentially. And here's some examples. 20 individuals can land on your team within 3 months. Imagine you invited 3 out, and they did the same thing. That's 9 the second month, and those 9 invited 3 people to the opportunity. Well, 9 times 3 is 27 people. Let's just say 20 people land on your team. Everyone's getting at least 20 customers. You need at least 25 and maintain 25, and you're good. You can go all the way to the top of this company, which is 25 customers. So 20 times 20 is 400 customers. You only got 20 yourself, but you're averaging 50 cents a customer, so that's $200 direct deposit to you every 30 days moving forward. The work has been done. The customer's on the books. You're earning 50 cents in this example, and it equates to $200. Nothing to write home about, but if we, God forbid, we all lost $200 bills this morning, chances are we're still having a bad day. Okay? So the idea is if you could grow a team of 20, why would you stop there? Why not 200? So add a 0 to your team. Well, guess what? Add a 0 to your check and a comma. Now we're talking about $2,000 passive residual income, whether you get out of the bed or not. That could be life-changing. If $2,000 found its way into your bank account right now, okay, let me tell you, your budget for the month of September is probably radically changed, okay? So that's huge in itself. $2,000, what can it do? It could upgrade your car, your home, put you in a home owning position, pay off credit cards. It could put kids in private schools versus public school, all of these different things. $2,000 is very life-changing. Now, why would you stop at 200 people on your team? I like to think big picture. So guess what? Imagine 2,000 people on your team. Okay, add a 0 to your team count. Well, you add a 0 and again, you move that comma over to your income every 30 days. $20,000 passive residual income, whether you get out of bed or not. And this is when most people say, hold on now, I only got 20. I could get to 25 and stop there and go all the way through to the top of the compensation plan. And you mean to tell me I can make $20,000 a month? And we're saying yes. In fact, we're not saying possibly, maybe, in theory. This is happening to many individuals. The only difference is they got involved many years ago, okay, 4, 5, 6 years ago. So if it can happen to individuals like us, certainly it can happen to individuals seeing this for the first time, especially with our new health and wellness products that have been added to the portfolio. In addition to that, it's a willable income. So God forbid something were to happen to me. Well, when I was praying for 200 people on the team, today there's 54,000 people on the team, 165,000 customers, of which I only got 50. But guess what? Because I'm getting paid a small amount on the team's customers by way of this compensation plan, which is ingenious, by the way. Guess what? I'm making someone's annual salary every 30 days, passive residual income, without ever having to leave the house. That's how we're supposed to get paid. And so this company would continue to pay my position, which would now actually support my wife, daughter, and newborn son. God forbid if something were to happen to me. We also get paid, okay, before I get into how we get paid on a weekly basis, let's just talk about business ownership, okay? What does it take to get started is probably what you're thinking about right now. Well, there's the customer rep position at $99. but you only get paid on what you sell yourself. So you wouldn't get those big checks we just talked about. You get paid on only what you sold yourself every 30 days. I only have 50 customers. So in that last example, 50 cents on 50 customers would have been $25 a month. So I got started as an independent marketing representative when I asked Stan Richards, hey, what's the difference between these two positions? The IMR position costs a little bit more to get involved. He said, well, this is the wealth building position when you get involved as an IMR, because now you get paid not only on what you got yourself, but you also get paid a little bit of what your organization, your distributorship is selling out there in the field as well. And this position allows me to get paid on 165,000 customers every 30 days. Both positions, you market the products and services from your website, future services, whatever they add to the product portfolio, we could capitalize on. Whatever there's a demand for out there, we add it to our product portfolio. We added energy 3 years ago. Of the 165,000 customers, 30,000 are energy, 35,000 are health and wellness customers. So again, none of these products or services were in the presentation when I saw it 7 years ago. You also get a weekly check as your team is growing. We're about to go over that information, which is huge. And then Opaline team bonuses. As your team is growing, you can certainly earn income as well. And then there's up to $1,250 that you can make in your first 30 days in terms of quick start. So the idea is to get to the first position of executive trainer. Okay, simply qualify by getting 15 customer points. Show your 2 business partners how to get qualified as well. We're going to detail that on our corporate webinar coming up. And now you can make up to $1,250 just by achieving executive trainer. Okay, once you get to the position of executive trainer, you can make anywhere from $2,000 up to $2,000, from $200 to $2,000 a month, up to $100 per person coming in. That's more than 4 times the amount of money we actually used to get paid as executive trainers just yesterday, just last month, which is incredible. So at executive director, that money can go from $750 to $8,000 up to $300 every time a new distributor joins your network. You're paid this money the following Friday. And then there's national director, $2,000 up to $15,000. That's up to $465 per distributor. And this is not you going after out there and building the team. This is your team building, and you're still able to capitalize on that on a weekly basis, okay? Even at the executive trainer level, which was not a leveraging position before. And as senior vice president, you can earn team bonuses up to $50,000, up to $565 every time a new distributor joins your network, which is just incredible. In addition to that, in terms of compensation, the idea is to get to SVP, get to Platinum SVP, and there's some benefits. 5,000 stock options in the company, a stake in the company. Okay, that's huge. There's individuals at Microsoft and Google that are 30, 40 years old that could retire today to millions of dollars because they've gotten paid in an ingenious fashion with stock options. You also get a company car. In this case, it's a BMW of your choice. It just has to be silver, and the company pays up to $800 a month towards that car. You also get a Global Links bonus, okay? Every time a voice over IP customer comes into your network, whether you get the customer or somebody on your team, as the senior vice president, you earn a $3 bonus. That could equate to thousands of dollars because SVPs have thousands of distributors in their network, okay? Annual vacation. I've been on 6 different annual vacations. The highlight was to Italy, France, and Spain. 7 days, 7 nights, drink some food every night. Came back home, no bill. It was an incredible experience, my wife and I. And then there's an expense account up to $1,500 to subsidize your business building activity. Got to SVP in 10 months, and at year 3, we got to Platinum Senior Vice President. And 20 years, it hit me like a ton of bricks when I hit Platinum Senior Vice President. Why? Because 20 years, blood, sweat, and tears, trying to get things to happen in a major way, and I could not ever fathom writing a check for $4,000 a month for one car. It wasn't in the books. Okay, so within 3 years of trying something different, guess what? I got a free convertible Bentley GTC through the 5 Links opportunity. They paid $4,000 a month for that car. Okay, in fact, on November 1st, I get my title, and it's titled to me, and the car is still worth over $100,000. Incredible. You also get a profit sharing In this case, it's called a platinum bonus pool. And basically, this is a annual bonus check that you'll receive as a platinum based on all the customers in the company, not just on your team that fund this pool. And if you're platinum, you get to split this money every January. Last January of 2014, based on what accumulated in 2013, which was $1.7 million, by the way, my bonus check to start off this year just 9 months ago was $110,000+. One line item bonus. That's more than 97% of America, even the world, makes on an annual basis is your bonus check. Okay. Moral of the story: get to platinum. You also get another 5,000 shares of stock. Now you're at 10,000 shares of stock. If the stock hits $100, that's $1 million on the back end, which is huge. Okay. And that's another reason why people are retiring, because they're and having to go back to work, is because the company they dedicate their life to never gave them a stake in the company. So again, another ingenious way to get paid is in stock options, to give you that security on the back end when retirement comes around. And it comes around relatively fast. We also have a world vacation. Just this past July, we went on our first world vacation as platinums. The company just rolled that out in addition to the SVP vacation. So the SVP vacation we got to go to was in Miami. And then the world vacation, I got to actually bring my mom because we just had a baby and my wife couldn't make the trip. But that was to Greece, and Turkey. Greece and Turkey. It was an incredible experience. You also get a few pieces of appreciation, a Super Bowl ring with diamonds in it, a pendant if you're a female with diamonds in it. These are close to $10,000 pieces of appreciation. A lot of people go through their journey in corporate America and never feel appreciated. And then there's also Diamond Senior Vice President. This is relatively new. They added this to the compensation plan, this position, because people started to hit platinum. I've personally promoted 54 SVPs in my team, not in the company, on my team alone, and 6 platinum senior vice presidents. So to keep us all motivated at the platinum level, they came out with Diamond Senior Vice President. When you earn that position, they'll give you a $300,000 bonus, and they'll also give you $10,000 a month the following year after platinum, every month for the life of the opportunity, which is just simply incredible. Now everything that you want can now happen when you reach the platinum and diamond levels in your life. So what we're showing people how to do is to condense a 40-year journey into a 3 to 5 year journey with 5 links. Okay, so there's local meetings, there's regional events, there's national training events. You can actually go to 5linksnational.com, okay? And we'll be going this month, on the 23rd of this month, in just 22 days, we'll be in Las Vegas being trained by the author of The Compound Effect, Mr. Darren Hardy. So I can't wait to see everybody in the company in Vegas, which is going to be huge. Then there's the personal website you can send people to buy the products and services. There's 5 Links University, where everybody understands that every system of success has an educational component to it. We all know why we need extra money. The most important question, however, is how do we get the money? So if you invested in a McDonald's, they send you to Hamburger University. Okay, well, 5 Links has 5 Links University, which is all online. When you get involved and you get your personal website, it's on the back end of your website, and you log in and you get training. You also can log in and view your business reports. Business reporting, which tracks all your customers, all your business partners joining your organization, whether they join your team or somebody else on your team, by 6 degrees of separation. And at the end of it all, they're getting customers, and you're seeing a running tally of how you're getting paid on everything. So that's the end of the presentation in terms of the business opportunity presentation. Get back to whoever invited you out and let them know if you're a 1, 2, or 3. Okay, I'll start with 3, being not really interested, but you want to be supportive. So, all the products and services that we offer, pick one, support the person that saw your platinum potential, like that former bus driver saw my platinum potential when I didn't see it in myself. You'll save money on a product that you're already paying for, and that's a dollar saved is a dollar earned, by the way, and they'll make a little bit of money. That's a win-win. Person number 2 says they have questions. Great. If you have any questions, get back to whoever invited you on the call, and they could actually get an executive like myself on the call with you and get your questions answered. And one thing about getting your questions answered, it gives you clarity, understanding, and power, and you run with that power to Diamond Senior Vice President. And in person number one, you're like me. 7 years ago, I said, wow, this is a cheap bet. And who better to bet on than who? Yourself. And life has radically changed. And I'm living the dream now. It's out here, and it can happen with 5 links. So get back to whoever invited you out. We could get your website up and running tonight and get you started in a business. Now, before we leave, tonight is a very special night. I want everyone to write this down, okay? I want you to write down webinars.5links.com, okay? www.webinars.5links.com. Webinars.5links.com, and I want you to log on because our co-founders are getting ready to unveil exactly how we get paid in this opportunity with this new compensation plan that we just got a really quick glimpse of, because right now, today, there's more money on the table to be made than when I got involved in the opportunity. And so it's very, very important for everybody to log on to webinars.5links.com and enjoy the new compensation plan from our Executive Vice President of Sales, Mr. Jason Guck, along with our Executive Vice President of North American Sales, Mr. William Fawcett. So that being said, see you on the beaches of the world, certainly at the bank. My name is Tupac de Renoncourt. Thanks for logging on this evening, and enjoy the rest of your evening. We're also going to do a team call following the co-founder call to just give everybody some new goals so that we can make the most money we've ever made in 5 links this month in September of 2014. So log on to the webinars.5links.com. That webinar starts at 9 p.m. And immediately following that webinar, you can go to www.tinyurl.com/new comp plan goals. tinyurl.com/new comp plan goals. Okay, and that's gonna a webinar that's gonna have the platinums on in my organization just chiming in on what you guys got to do to achieve your biggest payday ever in 5 links starting this month. Okay, just giving everybody at every position goals to shoot for. So I'm excited. Hopefully you're hearing the excitement out of my voice. I'll see you guys on the webinars tonight. God bless.